G'day, Uncle Jojo. Great to see you all again. Now we've got our roof up to the stage of everything being pitched, everything being nice and square. We're now going to cut the tails off the ends of our rafters with a plumb cut and get them ready for eaves. So stay tuned and we will check it out. The first thing that we want to do is measure from the frame and measure out 450. 450 being the measurement for our eave lining. We use an adjustable square that actually has a level, spirit level on it. So what we can do with this, if we just go straight down, then our line is not going to be a plumb line. We want a plumb line so we can put our fascia on the end of our rafters. So we'll measure 450 and we'll make sure that the spirit level is nice and level. So that's where we want to mark it. That's where we've marked it. That's good. So from there, we'll mark across. And then we'll do the same thing at the other end. Here's one I prepared earlier. So from here, what we can do is we'll square that across, we'll put a nail in and we'll flick the line. The reason that we do it that way and we flick the line all the way through, or we run a string line, is so that if there's any variance whatsoever in the frame, that's not taken up at the ends of all of our rafters. Sometimes when we're trying to brace our frame into place or something like that, there can be a bit of a variance. It only could be 2 mil, but it's 2 mil and then the cement sheet doesn't slip into place nice and quick and easily. And nobody wants to be up there trying to balance a cement sheet. So here you can just quickly watch me, I'll flick the line and then we'll start our cuts. So you use a nice little soft sheet nail. Get our flick line or chalk line. You can just run a string line if you want to run a string line. Make sure it's in the center of your line. Now at each one of these marks, again, I get the adjustable square with the spirit level on it. I put it in the center of our flick line, nice and level, then we do our plumb line down. I'll do that with all of these the whole way through. One of the big things you want to think about is as you cut that timber, it peels away. So if we let the saw do the cut, the timber itself peels away. The bigger the saw and the sharper the blade, the easier this is, as the saw weight itself will cut through the timber. If we start from the bottom, we work our way up, then we start to jam it up. Jam it up. Once all of our rafter tails are cut, then I'll put my eye down that, make sure it's a nice straight cut all the way through and there's no variation in the tails of any of these rafters. So it's just double checking it, and then from there we can put our fascia through and we know it's going to be nice and straight. Hope that's helped you out. Any questions or queries, flick them over, I'll answer them best I can. Anybody else out there, any questions or queries, flick them over and I'll have a look at them for you. Thanks for watching, and like always, till next time, stay unreal banana peel, and I'll see you in the soup.